And we are rolling. What's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom, and today we're going to be doing another Q&A session, okay, going over some of the comments that I received in my channel last week, right? So, as you guys know, I talk about a lot of stuff on here, and I always get a lot of comments. And so what I decided to do was last week, I decided to try doing a Q&A, see how it would work out, see how it would play out, see if you guys like it. And I got a good positive response from that, so I'm going to do another one, and I will do these once a week, right, as long as you guys are still wanting to do it and you're still tuning in. Okay, so having said that, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor, okay? I'm just a guy who comes on here, shares my story, shares what I'm doing in a lot of different areas, okay? We talk about the stock market here. We talk about cryptocurrency. We talk about crypto platforms. We talk about real estate, right? We talk about high-frequency trading, Forex trading. So there's a lot going on here at Unlimited Freedom, guys. And if you are interested in any of the things that we talk about on this channel, the links are in the description. So all you have to do is go to my description, open up the more info, it pops up the page, and it shows you a link to every single platform that I'm talking about. So if it sounds like something that you want to learn more about, you can click the link, you can go in there and learn about it. If it sounds like it's something that you definitely want to sign up for, the links are in the description. You're welcome to do that. I'd love to have you. Okay, but having said that, I'm not telling anybody what to do. You should all do your own due diligence when you're getting into, different opportunities, especially when it comes to money, guys. So having said that, let's roll into it, guys. I'm gonna now what I do with these comments is I just go through all my comments and I randomly pick them, right? So I'm gonna be going through and reading just random pick comments from last week and giving you my reaction. And yeah, so let's go ahead and crack into it. Novatech this is the first comment. Novatech isn't going to come back, dude. Y'all know how this works, just like I know how it works. Hang up the phone already and stop defending this failed platform. Okay, so I don't necessarily know what you mean by I know how it works. I don't really know what you're saying there. Hang up the phone already and stop defending this failed platform. Am I defending a failed platform? Is that what I'm doing? I mean, I talk about Novatech. I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I try to be objective with everything that I say about Novatech or any other platform that I talk about on here. And they currently are not failed, right? I mean, you can still go to the website, access the website. People are still getting caught up on their bonus account payments. So actually, from what I've been hearing today, just from the type of comments that I've been receiving and for what I've been hearing through the grapevine, is they're actually getting caught up on their bonus account payments, which is good because we're nearing the end of February. So if they can catch up on the bonus account payments by the end of February, then they've got the month of March to get their act together with the trading account stuff. They said that they're gonna open up the withdrawals from trading accounts. They're gonna open that back up in April. So if they do that, as you guys know, there's a lot of people that are gonna pull out of their trading accounts. You know it, I know it, right? Just like you're saying here. But that doesn't mean it's a failed platform, guys. We don't know that yet. There's no way to know that yet. We just have to see what happens in April, and I keep on stressing that, guys. Next comment. Great interview. Okay, this was a comment that I received on the interview that I did with BOJ, Bank of Gerald. If you guys have not checked out my interview with Bank of Gerald, it was great to have him on. It was great to talk to him and, just chop it up and share different ideas and stuff. It was awesome. So if you haven't seen that, just go to my channel, and the interview with Bank of Gerald is on there. You'll be able to find it. Just go scroll through the videos. Next up, why are bonus account withdrawals slower now? Mine took 8 days to hit my wallet, and I made it on January 20th. So you made your bonus account withdrawal from Novatech at the end of January, and at the moment, they're like just now getting started to give those withdrawals. So I would be interested to see that as of right now, if you've received your withdrawal or not. So if you have received your bonus withdrawal, go ahead and let me know. If not, also you can let me know that too in the comment section. Okay, but yeah, they've been slow. First thing that they did was back in December, I believe. They stopped paying out from the trading account withdrawals. Then they made an announcement that they're pausing the trading account withdrawals, and they say that they're going to open that back up April 1st. And then, yes, the bonus account withdrawals got slowed up. They're trying to get caught up with bonus account withdrawals, And, we're just going to have to see how that works out. But like I said, the latest knowledge that I've heard is that they are starting to get caught up. People are starting to receive their bonus account withdrawals from the beginning of February. Okay, now we're at the end of February now, so they still got a couple weeks to catch up on. But from what I'm hearing is that people are starting to get those, okay? Next up. So for the Saturday bonus, does the second person up that signed up get your matching bonus as well? So that is a question about the Novatech check matching bonus that they do. So what I'm going to do right now, if you give me just a second, is I'm going to find my old Novatech presentation where I have that information, the business opportunity side of it. So bear with me for 1 second while I open up the business opportunity portion of the presentation, and then I'll go over with you guys how the check matching works. So bear with me for just 1 second here while my computer is loading. And I am scrolling, trying to find the page where it's talking about the check matching weekly bonus. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. All right, check matching lifetime bonus. So earn a percentage of your direct downline trading profits every week. So if the person is directly under you, then you're going to get a 5% bonus on their trading profit. So the profit they receive from their trading account, you'll get a 5% bonus on the profit they received in that trading account. And you can have as many first level people under you as you want. You could just keep putting people on the first level, right? If that's how you wanted to do it and get that 5% bonus. Now, if they enroll somebody, right? And so it's a level underneath them. So they're underneath you and this person they enrolled is underneath them. That's the second level. And at that point, you get a 2% bonus. For the third level, so you do get a 2% check matching bonus on the earning of their trading profits. For the third level, 1%, fourth 1, fifth 1, sixth 0.5, seventh level 0.5, eighth level 0.25, ninth level 0.25. So all the way down to the ninth level, you continue to get bonuses. So you brought one person in, right? And then they brought a person in. They brought a person in. All the way down to the ninth level, you continue to get the check matching bonus. That was a good question, guys. Let me go back to the questions here. Okay, here's the next one. This is more of a comment. Still waiting for February 3rd, 10th, 17th bonus withdrawal. Do you have an update? Yes. The latest update that I can give you is that those beginning of the month, for the month of February, bonuses are getting paid out. Okay, apparently they've already been sent to the payment processor, Quickie Pay, and the payment processor pays those out in batches. Okay, so you should be seeing the February 3rd one coming in pretty soon if you haven't seen it yet. Okay, as for the 10th and the 17th, they're not caught up that far yet. Okay, but hopefully by the end of February, beginning of March, maybe first week in March, hopefully they'll get all the way caught up. That would be great, great news. And if that happens, I'll certainly let you know. Okay, you'll hear it here. Next comment, a bonus is one thing, but getting it into your wallet is another. Yes, that's true. But so far, they have been pretty good with getting the bonus account withdrawals out. Okay, so that yes, it's slow right now, but the good news is they are still coming in. They're just falling a little bit behind. So let's see if they'll be able to catch up. Right, and then, the bonus is one thing, but getting into your wallet is another. Yeah, but so far, man, they have been getting it into people's wallets. It's just been a little bit delayed. Okay, next up, this was a comment on a video where I talked about network marketing. I'm sorry that you have such a bad take on network marketing. Why is it a bad take? There are plenty of successful people who aren't popular, famous, attractive, etc. I don't know about that. I've seen people from bum fudge nowhere be incredibly successful in network marketing. Once again, you're talking about the exception, not the rule. So you're talking about an outlier, not the general rule. Great content. Otherwise, I appreciate your thoughts on crypto and things related, but I am sorry that you have that mentality on network marketing. It's not a mentality, man. It's just the truth, right? If you're going to be really successful at network marketing, it helps if you're famous. It helps if you're super duper attractive. It helps if you've already got a large following, right? And the people who do become very successful at network marketing, most of the time, guys, that's the case. The other time where it can happen is if you just get in early and you have good luck. But that's the exception, not the rule. The majority of people who get into network marketing do not have success, right? So it just is what it is. And that's why I like to talk about platforms that offer passive income, because that way you can get paid and you can have success without having to be a master marketer, right? You can have success without having to be like a 6'3", 6 figure a year in the bank, six pack abs Chad, or a beautiful, cover of Vogue model. If you're a female, you don't have to do that. You can just get and earn the income passively. That's my whole point behind saying that. Okay, some of you network marketing people, you guys just have the mentality of you're like going la 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 la. What I believe is true, and network marketing is God's gift to mankind. Not necessarily, right? There really are more people who fail at it than succeed, okay? And once again, if you're going to succeed at it, a lot of times you're famous, or you know a lot of people, you have a ton of friends, you already have a big community. For example, maybe you go to a mega church and all the mega church people know you and they're all going to sign up under you. Okay, that can work, but that's not the case for everybody, right? Not your average Joe can't just go work at Amway and become wildly successful. No, it doesn't work that way. It never has. Okay, so that's my take on your comment. Thank you for the comment, by the way. That was a good one. Next up, I praise your optimism. I'm in between optimistic and pessimistic feelings right now, okay? I haven't received any of my money either from bonus or trading accounts since December 16th and really feel we're at a loss, but still hoping to see our money someday. Okay, so that would be, I'm not sure why you haven't received anything from way back in December 16th. From what I've been hearing is that they have been paying out the bonus accounts and that they have been catching up. So I would really like you to follow up with me on this and let me know if you've received anything at this point. Right, so if you do receive something from your bonus account, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, December 16th, yeah, you're not going to receive anything from the trading account, no, until they reopen up the trading account withdrawals, which they say that they're going to do in April. It's not April yet. I can't see into the future, so I can't tell you exactly what they're going to do at that time. But you should have been starting to get some of your bonus account withdrawals by now. I think for the month of December, I think they're caught up, right? So let me know if you haven't gotten that, and I would like to see where you're at with that. Here was a comment on Robinhood. This is a comment on the stock market. But if you went with, let's say, QYLD, which is $16 per share, you get more bang for your buck with the same amount of money that you would have had to buy from JEPI, which is $65 a share. That's true, right? But the QYLD is, I think it's a bit more risky than the JEPI, because the JEPI is connected to JP Morgan and Chase, and they do have some insurance on it. They do have some some stopgap prevention on there. So it's going to be more of a, you're going to still get a high yield dividend, but it's also going to be more stable, right, when it comes to just the fluctuations of the market. So that's why I would opt to also get into JEPI. Guys, if you're interested in dividends or stock investing, just go through my channel. There's a ton of videos on it that talk more about that. So thank you for that comment, okay? Next up, people are so excited to get 2%, which would be something to be excited about if they also could get their other 98%, but they can't. I can't. I feel you. Okay, I feel your pain, and I feel where you're coming from on that, and I pretty much agree with you, right? They need to get this thing fixed with the trading account, right? I'm hoping that they're able to get it fixed. I'm hoping that they're able to go back to business as usual, and that's what a lot of us who have been with Novatech are hoping for, because we've seen the platform over the last 4 years, how it's performed, and it's been great, right? So we want to get it, we want to see it go back to that place for sure. But yeah, people are excited to get the 2% or whatever the bonus is at that particular time. just because they're just encouraged that this thing is still paying out anything at all, right? Because a lot of people are worried that it's going to rug pull, it's going to fold, or it's just going to go away completely. And so every time they get a little bit of a bonus, they get excited because it's saying, hey, the bonuses are paying out, they're starting to get caught up, so it might not actually go away, right? And so that's kind of the mentality of when people get really excited over a bonus account paying out, which I can understand both sides to that. But yeah, no, I'm totally on board with you 100%, man. They've got to get the trading account fixed. They got to get those withdrawals fixed. They have to, they have to be able to do that and, get some liquidity so that they can get those out, because there are a lot of people right now, let's face it, they want to jump ship. They're ready to take out all of everything that they have in Novatech, and they're ready to go on to something else. A lot of people feel that way. Now, as you know, guys, about me, I've already taken out profit from Novatech. I've already taken out my initial investment with Novatech. So no matter what does happen with Novatech, I'm going to have a profitable, positive experience, which is why I'm not taking out my bonus account withdrawals. I'm rolling those over into the ROI. I'm rolling my ROI over into the, for the compounding. And I'm doing that to give Novatech the benefit of the doubt, to give them a chance to get through this. And I want to see those profits continue to compound and continue to grow. So while I did take out a lot from my initial investment, I didn't take everything out, right? In terms of everything that I had in there. I took out my initial investment and I locked in some profits, but I didn't take everything out that was in there because I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt to get through this, to come out stronger on the other side, and to continue to compound and grow that investment. Okay, so that's where I'm at with that. Next up, this is how Ponzi works. Here's that word again, guys. I'm so tired of the word Ponzi today. Earlier today, I did an interview with this guy, Ponzi Patrol, where, basically he is a guy who talks about Ponzi schemes. He's very, very, very bought in. He thinks that Novatech is a complete Ponzi scheme. According to him, there's just no doubt in his mind. So we had like an hour and a half long exchange over it, and I really enjoyed it, but I'm just sick of hearing that word right now. But let's go ahead and read your comment anyway. This is how Ponzi works. They pay a bonus to this scam artist in the video, me, because he signs people up. Stay away, folks. And if they locked you out of your money, please call your state's regulator. So this guy is saying, oh, this is a Ponzi. This guy, Vaughn, is a scam artist. This is a scam site. Stay away from this. If they did lock you out of your account, make sure that you call your state's regulator. Okay, yeah, that's your opinion, right? That's like your opinion, man, right? Like they said in the movie, right? That's your opinion, dude. Okay, so we don't know if it's a Ponzi scheme or not. Let's just be completely honest and real here. There's no way to kind of prove that it is or isn't at this point. We'll find out later on down the line. Like I said, depending on what they do in April, we're going to be able to see kind of what exactly they're doing, what the next steps they're taking are. Are they going to, get back into paying out the trading accounts? And then we're going to see what happens at that point. But right now, I'm not going to plant my flag on Ponzi scheme, and I'm not going to plant my flag on that it's just a totally perfect, pristine thing either. As you guys know, I'm not recommending people to sign up for Novatech right now until the dust settles, until it kind of clears a little bit, and until things get back into a normal way of business. But this is just honestly, man, it just sounds like you're trying to be smarter than everybody else. And it's kind of this one of these comments of, well, I know that this is a Ponzi scheme, and you guys are stupid or whatever, so stay away, folks, and call your state's regulator. Yeah, let's call the cops, right? Let's let the police handle all our problems, right? And that's just this mentality of unfortunately thinking that the answer is to call and tell somebody, like to call a regulator or to call the cops, right? Or to call this or do that. And, that's not how I, think that it should be. I think most people ought to be able to just take their own licks in life and stand back up if you get knocked down and keep moving forward. Take a little bit of accountability, take a little bit of responsibility, right? The cops are not always going to be there to bail you out, right? You're not always going to be able to call somebody to bail you out in life. And that's just the way it is, guys. I mean, it is what it is, right? So let's get into the next one. I wouldn't bother, this is the next comment, I wouldn't bother trying to appease the negative comments, Vaughn. You provide good, honest content. We're all big boys and gals, and we make our own decisions. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to keep the naysayers happy. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. I don't mind getting in a back and forth with naysayers or people who drop negative comments because it doesn't bother me, right? Like if it was something that drove me crazy, then I wouldn't do it, right? I wouldn't engage in it, or I just would, like some people do, I wouldn't let them comment. I don't care who comments on this. I don't care what you have to say. I mean, you are this is, I want to try to keep this channel as free as possible in terms of people having the freedom of speech, people having the ability to say what you want to say in the comments, okay? If it does cross the line, I'll remove it, but nobody has crossed the line yet, okay? And so all I ask is that everybody just be respectful to each other on here. And, if you just want to get into like name calling and just totally, rolling around in the mud negativity, then I'm not going to play that. But on the other hand, if you do have a genuine concern, or you genuinely want to talk about something, like hearkening back to what I did with Ponzi Patrol, the interview I did with him, he genuinely is concerned, and he genuinely believes what he believes. He genuinely believes people are being hurt and people are being harmed. And so while I disagree with him, right, I don't mind engaging with him and talking to him and having a back and forth about it. And I'll do that with anybody. So if you guys want to have a comment, feel free to throw a comment on there. But I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that you like the content. And yes, we are all big boys and gals. And at the end of the day, that's what I try to preach. It's personal responsibility, guys. I'm not telling anybody to sign up for anything. However, the links are in the description if you want to, right? It's up to you, right? It's totally up to you. Next up. This is another comment on Novatech. And this one says, I will take all that I can get from them gladly, right? What I predict is that right around or the day before April 1st, they are going to say that they are extending the trading account freeze for an additional 30 days. Just my thought. Don't really care at this point. Like I said, I will take whatever I can get. So basically your posture there is that you're pretty much, your thinking is that this is over and you're just going to take everything out that you can get. Yeah, man, I mean, I can understand why you would feel that way and why you would want to do that. Hopefully you didn't invest anything that you couldn't afford to lose. Hopefully you did not over leverage yourself, right? Personally, I'm not taking out anything from the bonus account right now because I am, my bet, so to speak, if you have to put it in those type of terms, my bet is I'm betting my current account and my current ROI and my current bonuses that Novatech's going to pull through, right? Don't know exactly how it's going to happen. Don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I'm betting that they'll get their act together and they'll pull through this, and then we'll have this part of the Novatech history behind us, right? And so that's what I'm looking to do, and I'm full well knowing that not a lot of people feel that way. But that's just where I'm at with it, guys. Like I said, even if Novatech disappeared tomorrow, it would be fine because for me, right? Because I never invested anything that I couldn't afford to lose. I practice what I preach, right? Which is risk management. Next up, unlimited freedom. Thank you. You're welcome, man. You are welcome. Please continue to update us. I will. With what's going on, we need that. God bless you, and God bless you as well. Thank you for the comment. I do appreciate it. As you guys know, I'm just trying to come and bring you the real sauce, man. I'm not trying to get too far on one side or the other, but I'm trying to, bring you the truth as close as I possibly can on this channel. And that means that I'm not gonna go all the way over here and be a quote unquote hater, and I'm not gonna go all the way from here and be just a blind believer, right? What I believe in is that the truth is usually found somewhere in the middle, and I believe in real belief, not make belief, right? So we want to operate in reality, okay? So thank you for the comment. Next one, I just checked out your recommendation. Dude, you should be arrested and charged with marketing the stuff that you do. Why? I mean, what crime am I committing here by having a YouTube channel and talking about these different platforms, right? I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. I should be arrested and charged with marketing the stuff that you do. I'll bet you haven't watched all my videos, right? Maybe if you would go back and actually watch all of my videos, then you would be able to, know more about me and know more about this channel and learn more about what I'm doing here, right? But I shouldn't be arrested and charged for talking about stuff. Everybody should have the freedom to talk about whatever they want to talk about. And, your answer here is, which like a lot of people, your answer is just, let's fill up the prisons even more, right? Let's throw more men in jail. Let's find more Western men in Western society and throw them in jail. I live in the United States. We already have per capita, the top per capita in the world, people in prison. Right here in the land of the free, right? Land of the free, where we got more prisoners than anybody else, right? And your answer, let's throw me in prison, right? Let's arrest me and charge me for marketing this stuff, right? Let's charge me with a crime and arrest me because I'm going on here and I'm a link sharer, right? Let's arrest me for that, okay? What? No. Okay, next up. I'm waiting on my payouts from the 13th and last week. I'm not too upset because I made the account to flip money. I was going to recklessly spend, and Novatech did exactly that. I make more money with them than I do with the bank. It's basically a savings account. I started with 6K. Now I'm at 13K and ready to withdraw my bonus weekly. The ones that are stressing are the same people that invested everything they had trying to chase money. IMO, just chill. Exactly, man. I mean, I completely agree with what you're saying there. Like you seem to be doing it the right way, which you didn't invest anything that you couldn't afford to lose. You invested a reasonable sum of money for you. That money has grown, and you're looking forward to taking your money out in the form of bonus account withdrawals. I don't see anything wrong with what you're doing there, man. So some people bet the whole farm on it, right? They threw everything that they had into it, and that's just never a good idea with anything. I wouldn't even recommend doing that in the stock market, right? With a quote-unquote safer investment like the S&P 500. Don't throw everything you have in there. We got to practice some good, sound diversification principles. We have to practice risk management principles. And as you guys know, I'm a trader, right? So I go into the market 6 days out of the week. I don't work a full 7 days because I do believe in observing the Sabbath day, right? I believe in observing the Sabbath day, so I don't work on the Sabbath. But other than that, I work every single day, and I'm in the markets myself. And yeah, you got to learn how to practice risk management. You got to learn how to never invest anything that you can't afford to lose. And when something does go away, it can't be the end of the world, right? People shouldn't be jumping off buildings just because something is going away. That's not how this whole thing works. It never has been how it works. I've never said that it was how it works. So yeah, I mean, good for you for doing it the right way, right? Good for you, and I hope that more people follow your example and do that. Okay, next up. They have the audacity, right? And this is Novatech. They have the audacity to put up a new YouTube video recruiting people. That was on the meeting. Or Dat, I guess that's referring to Dat Dunbar, one of the Novatech guys, was in on the meeting. Absolutely not one single word on where the late bonus payments stand. Yeah, just faith. They say, and just be positive. We want answers now. Okay, so this is a good comment. Thank you for this comment, because this brings up a really good point, is that, this thing is very polarized, right? You've got one side over here that thinks it's just a total scam, and then you've got the other side over here that won't even admit that they're having problems, right? And they're trying to continue to recruit new people. Well, that is not a good idea, in my opinion. I don't think anybody should be trying to recruit new people right now into Novatech. We need to see what happens, right? We need to see if they're able to get their company back to stability, right? But I have heard Dat Dunbar. I've seen some of his stuff, and he's a believer all the way, right? And he has absolute faith. And a lot of people in the Novatech company that I've seen in some of the leadership, they're big on faith and they're big on belief. And I am big on faith too. I'm big on belief too. But believe in something don't necessarily make it so, guys. Okay, belief is powerful and faith is powerful. But what are you putting your belief in, and what are you putting your faith in? Because believing in something does not necessarily make it so. A lot of people start out with a good, rock solid foundational belief, but then they go into make believe because they saw how their true belief was working for them. So they have this false idea that they can believe anything and manifest it into reality. And that's just not necessarily how things work, guys. Like, you can, as long as what you're believing is based in reality, and as long as what you're believing is based on, you know, what is right and what is good and what is true, then I think that manifestation stuff, you can achieve some of that. But you can't just want to believe that you're like a purple two-headed monster, and if you believe that hard enough, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be a purple two-headed monster. No, it doesn't work that way. That's just common sense, right? But unfortunately, when people get into like radical, extreme belief in things like this and other MLM type things, there's a lot of like cult-like belief that can happen. And the problem with that, guys, is that the problem is they might be believing their own bogusness, right? Like, if they're recruiting people because they might be actually believing their own talk, right? That everything really is fine. And you could show them the red flags, and they won't look at it because they can't see it. They won't look at it. Like I said, they're ego invested, and when a person is ego invested into something, guys, it means that your ego is so attached to this specific belief that even if it's proved wrong, even if you have proof that the belief is wrong, you cannot accept the proof because you're so far ego invested into this idea that to accept the proof would be to destroy your identity that your brain and your ego has created for you, therefore plunging you into mental breakdown. Ego investment is a psychology term, and I believe some people are ego invested. I don't think the majority of people are on there really trying to, be negative or nefarious or trying to take advantage of people. I really don't see that, guys. Next up. The only thing I want is my money back. Yeah, well, you and a lot of other people right now, okay? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We're going to have to see what happens in April, right? Yeah, I mean, I get it, right? I get it. I've lost money too, right? It has happened to me before in plenty of different things, right? And the thing about it is, when you're learning how to trade, when you're learning how to get into investments, when you're learning how to deal with crypto, when you're learning how to deal with these types of crypto platforms, it's going to be a learning curve, right? And people are going to take some losses. That's just part of the game, right? I've taken losses. Other people I know have taken losses. And the only way to really lose is to give up entirely and to completely quit. But until then, you might take a punch on the chin, but you get back up, you learn from it, and you do better next time, right? And so that's the posture that I've taken, and that's the posture that a lot of people I know have taken. And I'm very happy that I did, because I'm seeing a lot of success in a lot of different areas just because I didn't give up, guys. And I took the hits. I've lost money too, right? I've had hard things happen to me too. I get back up, right? And I keep on moving forward. And that is I hope that you're able to do that, right? First off, I hope that you do get your money back, right? Hopefully they get back on track and they're able to pay these things out and everything starts to equalize and level out. I hope that happens for you. But if you don't, my second thing that I hope for you is that you take this as a lesson, learn from it, and get even better in the space. Next up, I recently subscribed to your channel. Appreciate you keeping it real. Awesome. Not a problem. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate all you guys who subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all you guys who leave me comments. I appreciate you when you like the video, when you hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every single time I put out a new video. I appreciate every single last one of you, okay? And I am going to continue to keep it real as I see it, right? I'm not going to be completely objective on anything because everybody has a little bit of opinion on whatever it is that you're talking about. But I do want to try to share both sides of the coin here, and that's something that I'm striving for. So I'm glad that you noticed that. Thank you for noticing that, and thank you for the sub. Okay, next up. Are you, at this point, are you more into Vortec or Novatech FX? As it stands right now, I'm not encouraging people to invest in Novatech FX until we can see Novatech FX calm down and, that for the dust to settle a little bit and for things to get back to normal. So to answer your question right now, personally, I'm more into Vortec United because Vortec United is doing what they say they're going to do. They're paying out. They're not having any problems paying out. Also with Vortec United, what you see on there is what you get, and they also show the actual trades that they're doing, so you can see what trades they're doing. Vortec United has been vetted, and right now I'm very excited about Vortec United. Does that mean that Vortec United is going to last forever? No. Does it mean that Vortec United is going to be there tomorrow? I don't know. I think it will, right? I hope that it will, and I am excited about Vortec United. It's a cool looking business. It's got a lot of great stuff. The link's in the description if you guys want to check out Vortec. I also talk about it on this channel. So I think it's a great opportunity, right? I think it's a great opportunity. I'm happy to be a part of Vortec United, and listen, I log on there every single day and I see profits every single day. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's exciting, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. As far as Novatech goes, I'm not putting any new crypto into Novatech. I'm waiting to see what happens, but I am currently putting new crypto into Vortec United because it's working, right? And my whole thing is, guys, does it work, right? You can try to throw shade, you can try to throw shine, you can do whatever it is you want to do. My question is, does it work? Does it get the result? And if it gets the result, let's do it. Let's do this. I'm ready. Right? Because I know that that this is a risky, crypto platforms are risky, right? Cryptocurrency is risky. We're dealing with high risk stuff on this side of the internet. And if you're not comfortable dealing with high risk stuff, then just check out my updates on Robinhood, right? Get into some dividend stocks. You don't have to, you don't have to get into any type of high risk deal, right? But we know what it is going into it. And, for those of us who are able to do it and who are able to make a profit there, it's very, very exciting, right? And it can also be very, very lucrative, right? And that's just how it is. Thank you for the comment. Okay, next one. Where have you got your information on what dates they are paying? Because in South Africa, the last update was the restoring of closed accounts. Okay, so what the comment is talking about there is they restored accounts that had been shut down because the people vacated all of their crypto completely. So what was happening before was, when someone would vacate all of their crypto, every single last cent out of Novatech, then Novatech's system would automatically shut down their account. Okay, and so what they did was they put in an update that were saying, hey, if that happened to you, we're restoring that closed account. So that way, if you do want to keep on going with Novatech, you can. So your closed account gets restored. Okay, where have I got my information? So I get my information from people who know about what is going on in the leadership circles of Novatech. I've been with the company for a while now. The company's been around for 4 years, and so I am privy to different pieces of information, and when that information is relevant, I will come on here and share it with you guys. Okay, so that's where I'm getting my information from. Thank you for the comment. Next up, thank you for the question. Next up, I just watched a presentation from February 21. The presenter mentioned that you have 100% access to your capital, but neglected to mention anything about the trading accounts being frozen until April. This makes the presentation a little misleading. Yeah, a lot misleading, I would say. Also, the guy said that we as investors do not know what is happening with our 401k or investments accounts. That part was funny, and it tells me that he does not have a 401k, IRA, or any type of investment account. I guess Novatech better stick around for his sake. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, right? That's unfortunately, but people are going to come on and present the way that they present. Right? And that's why it's up to you to do your due diligence, right? To make sure that you research these things. Don't just take somebody's word for it. Make sure you do your own research and that you're not getting misled, right? So, yeah, I mean, what I would say about that is I wouldn't do that, right? Just personally, I wouldn't do that right now because it's not true. You don't want to get on here and tell somebody they're going to get 100% access to their capital when that is like patently not true right now. Right? That's where we wanted to get back to. But until it actually gets back to that, guys, nobody should be saying that. That's not just a little misleading. That's straight up completely misleading, in my opinion. And then the fact that the saying that investors don't know what is happening with the 401k, well, you can always check on what's happening behind the scenes with your 401k, right? I've never seen a 401k where you couldn't check on what was happening behind the scenes. So that's just inaccurate. So guys, Novatech is not a 401k. Novatech and other crypto platforms are high risk deals. It's high risk. You have to understand that going into that. You never put anything into these platforms that you can't afford to lose. You got to be ready. You got to understand that these things could go away tomorrow. There's no way to be 100% sure. But for you who know how to practice risk management and you want to get in there, you want to make a little bit, you want to pull your stuff out, lock in your profits, boom, 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 boom. That's how you do it. Right? So people shouldn't be coming on here talking about this is like a 401k, because it's not, right? It's not the same thing at all. Next up, I hope Novatech recovers. I have already been, I've already had a bad experience by Voyager. They messed up my life-changing opportunity for the next bull run. How long have you been in crypto program? I will wait until Novatech calms down. It's always good to diversify. Okay, so I hope let me take this one piece at a time. I hope Novatech recovers. I do too, right? We'll just have to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? But we'll see what happens in April, and I think we're going to learn a lot in April depending on what Novatech does or does not do in the month of April. Right, so stay tuned, and as soon as I know more, I'll be giving updates on that. You already got a bad deal with something called Voyager. They messed up your life-changing opportunity for the next bull run. So yeah, man, I think you probably just put in more than you could afford to lose, and you over-leveraged yourself. Hopefully you learned from that mistake and you won't do that again in the future, right? So just a general rule of thumb, never invest in anything more than you can afford to lose. Now, when I'm doing my trading, I never invest more than 5% in a single trade. Okay, so it's not good to invest more than 5% in a single trade, okay, at the beginning of that particular trade run. Okay, so that's how I practice my risk management. There's, and I talk about that a lot on this channel, guys. So you definitely want to practice risk management with these types of programs. How long have you been in crypto program? I've been in crypto program since January. So it's just 2 months now. And it's been doing what it said it's going to do. Every day I get up and they airdrop USDT to my wallet. Okay, I don't have to go into the platform to get my USDT. They send my USDT directly to my wallet. Also, every package that I bought is doing exactly what it said it was going to do. So every package that I purchased, they're paying me that residual income based on that package. If you guys want to learn more about crypto program, just make sure that you go through my videos here. I just did an update on crypto program yesterday, so go ahead and check that out. Also, the link to crypto program is in the description. I'm really, really excited about crypto program. It's a game changer in my opinion. It's a game changer, right? And so far, they've been awesome. Okay, so that's my answer for you on crypto program. You will wait until Novatech calms down. Yeah, man, I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with Novatech right now until they calm down. It's always good to diversify. Now you can get an amen from me. Here's a hand clap for that. Here's a hand clap for you, my brother. It is always good to diversify. Right? No matter what you're doing in life, it's important to diversify. You talk about what you trust and what you don't trust. You can't trust anything 100%, right? Okay, anything in this man-made fallible world that we live in of finance, right? The man-made fallible world of finance. You can't trust anything 100%, right? We do the best we can. Okay, we're all doing the best we can. And some of us have high risk tolerances. Some of us have low risk tolerances, okay? Some people out there just have no risk tolerance at all. And you just want to be so safe that you're willing to compromise your own personal freedom for safety. No, that's not me, okay? I'm never going to be that, so I can't understand that. But yeah, totally. You got to diversify, because that way if one thing crashes out, hey, you didn't have all your eggs in the same basket, right? I feel bad for people who put all their money into Novatech right now, and now their trading account is frozen. Man, that's a hard lesson to learn if this thing doesn't come back. And hopefully if it does come back and you can get some of that money out, you'll pull some out and diversify a little bit, right? Just a word to the wise. Okay. Next up, here's the next comment. I only invest what I can afford to lose. Invest at your own risk. Do your own research. Everyone has their opinions about any platform. That's very true. At the end of the day, the only person who's responsible for your money is you. The only person who's responsible for your crypto is you. And at the end of the day, if you sign up for something and you knew going into it that this was a decision that you were going to make, right, and it's your decision, then in my book, right, in my opinion, you are 100% responsible, my friend. You can't blame the person who told you about it. You can't blame your mama. You can't blame your dad. You can't blame the government. You can't blame anybody. Because you're responsible as an adult, you're responsible for what you do with your own finances, right? So make sure that you do your due diligence, practice risk management, and, just be smart about what you're doing with your money, right? And it's just as simple as that, guys. You can't sit here and say that you don't have responsibility. You want to be a victim for the rest of your life? You want to like play the victim card and say that everything that's happened to you is somebody else's fault? You're not going to take any responsibility? Guys, get this book. This is the power of leadership, right? So, I did this book with Matt Morris, who is a multi-millionaire many times over and was my business coach for a great deal of time. He's an awesome guy. I co-authored this book with him and other great authors. It's called The Power of Leadership. The link is in my description. And one of the main tenets of what I speak about on there is how to get out of a scarcity mindset into an abundance mindset. And the key is personal responsibility. You take responsibility for everything. You own it, man. Own it. Take responsibility for it. Something went wrong in your life. Own it. Figure out how you can fix it so it doesn't happen again. You're never going to get anywhere by blaming this guy or blaming that guy or blaming the government or blaming somebody else, or you're wanting somebody else to come save you. The only one that's going to come save you is the Lord. No man-made institution is going to come save you. But even God has do's and don'ts. I mean, I'm a student of the book. I read the Word. I read the Bible. And there's a lot of commandments in the Bible. Hey, if you do this, this is going to happen, right? And if you don't do this, this is going to happen. There's some personal responsibility for you. I set before you life and death, and I beg of you to choose life. But the choice is yours. Okay? But today in our society, we're just turned into a world of just wusses, a bunch of wusses who can't take accountability, can't take responsibility for anything, and we're blaming everybody else but ourselves. So, thank you for that comment. Next up, how long do you think crypto program will be around? Do you have an access link on where to go in order to get started? Yes, if you want to get started with crypto program, there's a link in my description. All you got to do is open up my description, click more info. It will pull my drop down of links, and I have a link to crypto program there. All you got to do is click the link or copy and paste the link into your browser, and it will take you to crypto program site where you can learn all about crypto program. And if it looks like it's something that you want to get into, that's where you go to do it. How long do I think it will be around? I'm hopeful about crypto program. Like I said, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know exactly what tomorrow is going to bring. Any of these things could shut down at any time. But based on what I've seen from crypto program, I really, really like it. And I really see a lot of potential there. And like I said, guys, it's been working. So, yeah, I mean, they're stated that they want to be around for the long haul. So I see crypto program as something that's going to be around for a while. And if I'm wrong on that, then I'll come back and make a video and say I was wrong. But right now, that's what I'm seeing with it. And having said that, I'm actually going to try to pull up the FAQ from Crypto Program for a second, because they have a really good FAQ on there, and I think they address your question. And I want to read you what Crypto Program said about that specific question. So I'm going to see if my computer is going to play ball here and load up. And it looks like it is. Bear with me for 1 second. And I do have my 2FA on this, so I'm going to need to somehow get it off my phone, which I am using to do this video. So let's see if that's going to work. Okay, 1 second, guys. Let's see if I get a 2FA confirmation code. No, not going to let me do it. And I don't want to stop the video just to do that. So basically what they said on there in the FAQ section is they said that, yes, they're planning to be in this for the long term. Crypto Program has stated that. All right, last but not least, guys, how do we know if these bonus account numbers we get every Friday are even real? Well, you know that it's real when you get paid out. And so my heart goes out to you, because I think you probably just started with Novatech and you haven't made any withdrawals yet. So once things calm down and you're able to make your withdrawal, and then you see the crypto go into your wallet, that's how you know, right? All I can do is tell you that it is, because I've had it. I've had that that experience where I've made my withdrawals in the past. I've gotten my withdrawals from Novatech. I took out a big giant withdrawal from Novatech back in October, right before they started locking everybody out of their trading account withdrawals. And it did take longer than what they had said on the website. The website said 15 days. It ended up taking closer to a month, but they did come through and I was able to get my withdrawal at that point. So guys, having said that, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a ton when you guys like my video, when you subscribe to my video. If you get value out of this, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. Also, guys, don't forget to drop me a comment. I love reading your guys' comments. Every week, what I want to do, as long as it's working, as long as we're all tuning in, every single week I want to do a question and answer session like this. So if you got a question, if you got a comment, drop me a comment and I may be reading yours next week. Okay, until then, guys, as always, take care. Never invest more in anything than you can afford to lose. And we'll see you guys on the next video.